I don't consider myself a Redditor, but one of my favorite YouTubers made a video about the 50-50 challenge, so I just had to check it out myself. Basically, the pages contain links with two options, one good and one bad. It'll say something like, kitten playing with a giant ball of yarn, or man gets half his face blown off, or maybe something like maggots crawling out of dead woman's leg, / hot girl with a guy. It's usually sex or violence, tits or throat cutting. If you're brave enough, you can click the link and you'll either see the good thing or the bad thing. You have a 50-50 shot, hence the name. It's stupid, yeah, but it's fun. Educational when something gruesome happens that I've never even known the human body could handle. And good masturbation material if it turns out to be porn. But the other week, I saw something I'd never come across before. A link that said a video of you in the past / a video of you in the future. It stuck out to me because it was so different. Because I had no idea what was going on and what it was going to show me. So I clicked it. A fuzzy video popped up. Poor quality, caught from a street camera. A skinny guy in a red jacket was feeding his credit card to some machine at a gas station when 4 men surrounded him. One shoved him against the side of his truck. Another knocked him in the jaw 3 times until he tumbled to the ground. Another kicked in his ribs, again and again until he crumpled into a mess of broken bones and hot blood. If it wasn't enough, the last one whipped out a folding knife, flipped it open, and jammed it right through the victim's neck, killing him. It had to have killed him. There was no surviving that. The video cut off as the men walked off, jumped to a black screen. It took me a second to click away, to register what I had just seen and decide that I needed to research the username to figure out how the hell they would get a hold of a video like that. Because that guy in the red jacket, the guy getting the shit kicked out of him, it was me. It happened about a year earlier, almost to the day. I'd been on my way home from a one-night stand and stopped to fill up my tank, so I didn't have to do it the next morning before work. While I was inserting my card, fully focused on the screen in front of me, a group of 3 men had started harassing me, yelling slurs. I ignored them, head down, wishing the damn machine would just speed up so I can get back in my car. Before that could happen, I heard a thump. Someone had slammed my driver's side door shut and then shoved me. As a group, taking turns, they knocked me to the ground, kicked my ribs, bloodied my lips, broke my nose. But that's the thing. There were only 3 guys, not 4. And there weren't any weapons involved, only fists. The scene was almost accurate, but not quite. There was no way it was a coincidence, though, because it was just too close. I figured whoever had filmed this video was one of my friends that they had created just to fuck with me. Before I dropped out of university, I had been a film student, taking classes with future directors and cameramen, so it really could have been anyone. I'd told that story of getting mugged about 1,000,000 times at every party, at every water cooler, to get conversation going or to make girls feel pity for me to raise my chances of sleeping with them. I had explained everything, down to the part about wearing a red jacket. One that I still own and still wore to remind myself that I was strong enough to recover from whatever life had thrown at me. When I clicked on the username to research this guy, psychotic, there was nothing else listed where his history of comments and uploads were supposed to be. The person had never created any other post, just this one. It meant it just had to be one of my friends. They created a fake account so I couldn't trace it back to them. Assholes. I texted the most likely suspects, testing their responses, but no one acted guilty. No one seemed to be laughing behind my back, and no one straight up asked if they scared me. Even a Facebook post about it to lure the offender out, writing, "What kind of friend would make a fake film about my mugging, LOL? I hope it at least got you some college credit, #fuck you." I hoped the person who created it would see it and claim ownership for the attention, but all anyone did was complain that the link to the video was broken. And when I tried to drag the pointer back to the start and replay it, it wouldn't work. The screen, it just stayed black. 3 days went by, but no one admitted to posting that damn thing. I even tried messaging the Reddit user directly, but I received an error message announcing that their account had been deleted. Honestly, I didn't make any more attempts to track this guy down. I had pretty much erased the incident from my mind, because what else was there to do? I couldn't drop all my friends because one of them decided to be a douche. I had to keep living my life, keep doing what I always did. The next thing I did was pretty damn stupid. Maybe I was too stubborn to drive over to another town to pump my gas when there was a station 3 blocks from my house. Or maybe I was just plain stupid. But I ended up back at that same gas station where I had been mugged, wearing the same jacket I had been mugged in, when I heard a group of voices overlapping each other in their excitement. "Hey, look who's back on his feet. Hope you have more cash on you than the last time. On the ground, fucker." The guy knocked me in the jaw. Once, twice, 3 times. While I was down, blood already creeping into my mouth, another one kicked me into the ribs with his steel-toed boots until he heard cracking. It felt just like the last time. Just like the last time. Except there was a new man. A 4th man. Without breaking eye contact, he reached into his pocket and pulled out a slice of metal. When he flipped it open to reveal the blade, that's when I remembered the wording of the 50-50 challenge. That's when I realized I'd forgotten about the other option. The video wasn't a clip from my past, it was from my future. I should have taken that as a hint to turn, twist, try to protect my neck. But all I did was flinch, waiting for that knife to pierce my skin. Ghouls, I hope you enjoyed this video. I really liked the Reddit 50-50 challenge, so when this popped up by good old Holly, who I have narrated quite a bit of stories from her. She writes amazing. I love her stories. They're always so well written and so interesting, and they're never like cheesy. They're just really good. So all her stuff's going to be in the description as always. But yeah, this stuff scares me. Like I've seen really weird things on the 50-50 Reddit, and I'm always too scared. I mean, I'm always like, you know, this is fake, bruh. But then it's like, what if it ain't? So I never click it because I'm too scared. But in the comments below, if you ghouls have ever been on like the Reddit 50-50 page, what's like the weirdest, like strangest 50-50 you've seen? I'm kind of curious. But as always, ghouls, the last video will be on the top left. The next video will be on the bottom left. All my social medias are on the screen as well as in the description box below. And remember, there's always someone or something watching you.